The crocodile is one of the animals that can strike terror into the hearts. Most people see beauty and prestige in some animals, such as the bear and the lion, for example. But when it comes to the crocodile, there is only one feeling. You may only be afraid. Welcome to the Random Channel, and in this episode we will talk about the crocodile. If you are still new, do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive all new updates. Crocodiles are large reptiles that live in Asia, Africa, the Americas, and Australia, and their presence in tropical climates has an explanation. Crocodiles are cold-blooded and cannot generate heat for their bodies. If the temperature drops further, the crocodiles will enter a state of rest or hibernation. Crocodiles are accustomed to digging burrows in the bushes on the banks of rivers and lakes, and they settle down there until the weather improves for them. Crocodiles live mainly in freshwater and in rivers, lakes, and wetlands. However, there are crocodiles that can live in fresh or salt water due to the presence of glands that can filter salt from their bodies. This is what makes them occupy large areas in the eastern Indian Ocean, and one of the largest concentrations of crocodiles in the world is located in a river. Tarcoles in Costa Rica, the number of crocodiles there reaches 25 crocodiles per square kilometer. Although crocodiles cannot breathe in water, they can hold their breath for a full hour. They have a valve in their throat that closes when they open their mouths inside the water to prevent them from drowning. Some people like crocodiles as armored tanks. Although their stomach and sides are soft, their back is armored with bony skin supported by thick scales. Unfortunately, it is strong and has strong skin, which is the main reason for hunting it. Its skin is used in a number of industries, such as shoes, bags, and belts. It is possible for an original crocodile leather bag to reach more than $10,000. Not to mention that the taste of crocodile meat is considered a delicacy in some parts of the world. And try to guess where? Crocodiles are considered one of the members of the crocodile family, which includes crocodilians, caimans, and alligators. Yes, these are the names of animals. Many people make mistakes in differentiating between crocodiles and alligators, but the easiest way to differentiate between them is to look at the prominent part of their face. The crocodile has a pointed face and has the letter V, while the alligator has a wider face and has the letter U. Another sign that enables you to differentiate is the teeth. When the alligator closes its mouth, you can see the teeth of its upper jaw, but the crocodile, on the other hand, can see the teeth of its upper and lower jaws together. There are 13 different types of crocodiles, the smallest of which is the dwarf crocodile, which is 170 centimeters long and weighs between 6 to 7 kilos only. The largest of them all is the saltwater crocodile, whose length sometimes exceeds 6 meters, and its weight reaches more than a ton. The crocodile relies on the method of anticipation and surprise in hunting, although the tail gives him great momentum in the water and his speed reaches 30 km per hour. On land he is slow and his speed does not exceed 17 km per hour. Also, he cannot maintain this speed except for short distances only. But despite this did not prevent him from being one of the most skilled fishermen in the world, whether inside or outside the water. The crocodile's eyes, for example, are located on the top of its head, which allows it to cover its body in the water and remain hidden from the eyes, while its eyes remain prominent. The crocodile's eyes are originally distinct, without their frightening appearance. They have a feature similar to night vision and allow them to see very well during the night, which, by the way, is the most active period for them. The secret in this special vision of crocodiles is due to a layer of tissue located in the back wall of the eye, known as the tapetum lucidum. This layer reflects light to the retina immediately after it enters the eye, and this process contributes to significantly improving its vision. This means that we are talking about an excellently camouflaged animal that has excellent vision, and its nutritional menu, by the way, is difficult not to find every animal in. Add to that the fact that it has a third eyelid that moisturizes and protects the eye and gives it the ability to open its eyes in the water. Aside from the crocodile's eyes, the prominent part of the crocodile's face has a property that helps it hunt underwater. The prominent part of the crocodile's face, or snout, is abnormally sensitive, to the point that it is more sensitive than the fingertips of humans. This part has thousands of mechanical receptors under the skin that can sense any possible change in its appearance, pressure and vibration, and this characteristic gives him an accuracy of the ripples that occur in the water, and thus a greater sense of the surroundings around him, as well as the prey that will be his meal. Regardless of all these advantages that help the crocodile hunt and make it one of the most skilled hunters on the face of the earth, the real excitement and its most important strength is its jaw, which is considered the strongest in the animal world without dispute. When we talk about the strength and ferocity of the bite, there is no animal close to the crocodile. It is enough to know that the force of the crocodile's bite is 8 times stronger than the bite of a lion. At a time when a lion's bite reaches 2,670 newtons, the force of a crocodile's jaw reaches 22,241 newtons. The secret to the strength of this terrifying bite is due to its shape. Head and skull structure. Their jaw muscles occupy a large area of the jaw, to the point that you can see them protruding at the back of the sides of the mouth, and this is the main reason for their weak mouth opening strength. The size of the muscles responsible for squeezing and biting does not leave room for the opening muscles to the point that any adult human being can close the mouth of a crocodile. With his hand, he closed the protruding part of his face, but I do not advise anyone to do this, or we should not get close to him. The number of crocodile teeth ranges from 64 to 80, but over the course of its life, which ranges from 35 to 75 years, it can grow 4,000 teeth. The reason for this is the replacement of its teeth as long as it loses them. As for the crocodile's diet, in short, it eats anything that comes into its mouth, starting with fish and birds, frogs, reptiles, all the way to zebras, wild boars, monkeys, African buffalo, sharks, and even second crocodiles, whether alive or dead. He can eat what is equivalent to half his weight. And do not forget that we are talking about an animal whose weight sometimes approaches a ton, and crocodiles take a long time to digest. And this story allows him to continue for continuous months without any food. The crocodile is accustomed to patiently lurking under the water near the edges of the rivers and waiting for any approaching prey in order to drink. Suddenly, it bursts out of the water quickly, pounces on it, pulls it into the water, drowns it, wraps it quickly, and tears it to the point of death. Even if it extends into the water, it then spends hours outside the water lying down to restore its body temperature. By the way, since he eats anything that contains meat, this includes humans worldwide, there are more than 1,000 deaths annually due to crocodiles, and these attacks are often caused by saltwater crocodiles and Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles can live in brackish water and on the banks of the Nile River and south of the Sahara. Although it is not the size of a saltwater crocodile, its size is not small. It reaches a full length of 5 meters and weighs up to 750 kilos. Crocodiles usually live in large groups and are accustomed to fighting with each other over food and females during the mating season. As usual, males make deep sounds similar to bellowing to attract females. While they move in the water, this sound produces ripples as signs of attracting the female to him. The female crocodile lays from 10 to 60 eggs at a time, and the eggs hatch for a period ranging from 55 days to approximately 4 months. The length of the young crocodile ranges from 18 centimeters to 25 centimeters, and they reach puberty from the age of 4 to 15 years. Despite the terrifying reputation of crocodiles, they take care of their young and take care of them during their first years of life so that they can live in the wild. And by taking care, I mean the female crocodile. But the result is not always good, especially since young crocodiles are eaten, especially by older crocodiles, and I am sorry to say that only 2% of them live to adulthood. If you are wondering if crocodiles are threatened with extinction, there are already threatened species, the most famous of which are the Cuban crocodiles, whose number now reaches, at best, about 4,000 crocodiles. Finally, despite their frightening appearance and majestic strength that makes them resemble a legendary dragon, and one of the most dangerous animals on the face of the earth that God placed in them, it prompts you to contemplate the greatness of the Creator. Thus, we have reached the end of the topic of this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And a beautiful comment like you and people who are watching us for the first time. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell to receive our videos first.